Hey, okay guys, here we go. Here's another little technique that we mentioned the other day in the seminar. Like I mentioned before, there's 1,000 guys out there better than I am. A whole lot more of them can catch a whole lot more white perch. But this is a little technique that I use that I mentioned. Remember the other day I showed you this rod right here? This is a 7-foot rod. I like 7-foot rods in deep water fishing for two reasons. One, you can control it better, and it's a whole lot easier on an old man's wrist. But one thing that a fisherman always has in his boat a lot of times is a tape measure, simple little tape measure. But if you can see this little mark here on my rod and this mark on my rod, this is a 1-foot mark, this is a 2-foot mark. I take this tape measure and put it on there. You can go in and steal your wife's fingernail polish and put you a little mark on there, or however you want to do it, black magic marker or anything. Put you a 1-foot and a 2-foot marker on there. The reasoning for this is I take this rod, if I'm gonna fish 20 feet deep, and I told you a lot of times the other day that that's what I fish this time of year, I call deep water 15 feet and deeper that I'll use this technique. Here's 7 feet. I bring my jig down to the bottom. I take and hold my line. I bring it up 9, 11. We're not gonna go any deeper than that just for the simple reason that it's too much trouble out here without being in the water. This particular reel that I use right here has a little keeper on it. I'll flop that in there. Okay, now I'm down to 11 feet. So then when I reel it back up after I catch a fish, all I gotta do then is just take my line, flip it back out there, and bam, I'm at 11 feet deep, or 13, or 15, or 20, whatever I've marked on this one, and just reel her back up in there. Okay, that's just one little technique and one little process that I use in trying to make, because a lot of times when I tell you that I'm fishing 20 feet deep, I'm fishing 20 feet deep with my rig, but that's because I've measured it off. I know my equipment, I know where it's at. Hey, thanks for listening. Catch you later, Crappie that is.